Hey everyone, this is Draco Magnius for another episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. When we last left off, we had descended from the clouds and landed on the surface world near the sealed temple, where we had a very trippy dream sequence while still awake, where we met the nightmare beast again. And then the temple had been opened. Right now we are inside the temple, and it's time to explore. There's a stool here. By the way, something that I didn't really mention. Let's sit down and relax for a moment. Sitting in a stool will gradually heal your health. 1 heart per, I believe, second. It's not incredibly fast, but hey, it's not slow. And another thing to do here. Give me a moment to find it. Nope. Where is he? And there he is! Another bug that is in the sealed temple. The first one in the Fernwoods. I believe the proper name for it is the woodland grasshopper. You'll also find them in like tall grass, just hopping around. So yes, they're like Pokemon. You find them in tall grass. And he's too smart for me. I was trying to squish him so you could see the bug death animation, but oh well. Oh, another thing in this room. Well, this part of the room anyway. This mound of dirt right here with the hole in the center. This will actually become useful much later in the game. But for right now, it's just a hole. Well, I can show you the bug death animation again later. And he just vanished through a wall. Ghost grasshoppers! Oh, on this side there's a door. Let's try this out. Unfortunately, it is sealed and we cannot get in there. So that's why it's called the sealed temple. And a treasure chest. After I take care of these pots, the enemy of all people playing The Legend of Zelda. And we get our second empty bottle, but this one has a potion in it. Yay, we have revitalizing potion, which means we now have my complete set of traveling equipment. And by my complete set, I mean the optimal in my mind. Because if you look at it, you have a heart potion for when your health gets really low. And you have a revitalizing potion to repair your shield if its health gets really low. You also have a shield. The only thing that we have open right now is this one slot in our adventures pouch. But don't worry, I'm sure we'll fill that not very soon, but soon. Now that we've explored every inch of this temple except one area. That little thing of light. Oh wow, and the dowsing is going crazy for Zelda over there. That must mean Zelda's right there! Run! Oh my god, Zelda, what happened to you? You look like you're 1,000 years old, if not more! Oh, the traveler descended from the clouds above. I welcome you, child of fate. Tell me, what is your name? Urameshi. Ah, Urameshi. Good. Very good. I sense you have already gained control over the sacred power that fills your sword. When pointed skyward, the skyward strike. Yours to command. It is proof that you are fit to bear the blade you carry, the goddess sword. I have sat here for many years waiting for you to arrive, all so that I could fulfill my purpose as your guide. Wow. She must have a lot of sores on her butt and for sitting here for years. You stand under the roof of the sealed temple, a place built by the goddess an eternity ago. So forever ago. Whatever. Anyway, your arrival here was predestined many, many years ago. The Spirit Maiden you seek arrived here shortly before you, descending to this land in a shower of light. odd considering the fact she was eaten by a dark storm, but enough picking her story, let's just listen. There's no doubting it. The gears of fate have begun to turn. Yet all is not as it should be. The Spirit Maiden was not meant to reach this land in the manner she did. Ah, there it is. I feel an evil power working in the shadows. It moves to warp the destiny of which you two are a part. Urameshi, you are concerned for the Spirit Maiden and seek her whereabouts, yes? That is understandable. But for now, you must focus on moving forward. The girl has her own purpose she must pursue, as do you. I am sorry, but I'm getting hypnotized by her hair going back and forth, back and forth. I think she's trying to psych us out with her hair. She set out for Farron Woods to discover that destiny for herself, and you must follow. Show me your map. The X upon your map marks the path that will lead you to Farron Woods. You will be traveling in unfamiliar land. Many monsters have settled here, and a map may not provide guidance enough for your journey. And so I will give you the power to create beacons. Okay, I'll take over for her in this point. A beacon will mark any point in your map, and it's very easy to use. If you want to save an area for later, and you don't want to lose track of where it is, you place a beacon on the map, and then in the real world you'll see a large blue beacon of light. And now she's telling us how to place our beacons. I would recommend, before you place the beacon, to zoom into the map so you get the exact location you're looking for. Press the C button to set your beacon. Ah. Come on. Ah. There. Suck it, beacon. Anyway. Though you cannot see it from where we are, a beacon stands outside to guide you. Leave the temple through the front doors and see for yourself. When you no longer have use for your beacon, you can remove it from your map by pressing C. Use your beacons well, and you will never fear getting lost. Go now. You must head into Farron Woods and chase after the Spirit Maiden, the one you call Zelda. On your way out, take the contents of the treasure chest within this room that... Oh, I already took that. Was I not supposed to until I got your permission? Hey, I didn't see you yet. It's not my fault. You should mark that down somewhere on the door or something. Oh my god, her hair is magical! Her hair is a giant lockpick. My god. You are ready. Leave through the door before you and head into the woods. I wish you safe travel. Know that all the questions you have now will be answered in time. For now, Urameshi, go bravely. You got it, ma'am. Running, 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 jump! And open the magic door that was just opened for us. And there's our beacon. Pretty light. Oh, and here are some birds. Now the reason I'm pointing these out, other than the cosmetic effect of the bird, is when you get a bug-catching net, you can actually catch birds with it as well. And when you do that, you get a treasure known as the bird feather. Go figure. But anyway, this can be used in a variety of ways, the bird feather, and the best way to obtain it is to gently move the joystick, and when you do have the bug net, swing it. But don't bump into them. And we already have our newest foe right in front of us. I'll just stare at them from here so I don't activate the thing just yet. These are the bokoblins. They've been in a few Legend of Zelda games, including, let's see, where's the first one? Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. All of the, I think most, if not all, the adventures with Toon Link. They are in The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, and they seem to be hassling another creature in Legend of Zelda, a Goron. Let's go to the Goron's rescue! Out of the way! Scram! Now, bokoblins are easy to beat in this game. I suggest you keep a close watch on their sword, because they can block your attacks. Unless you get them by jump. Now look, up, and we got another treasure. Bokoblins drop two kinds of treasure. The golden skull, which is the rare of the two. Even though it says it's rare, and of the two that they drop, it is the rare one, it is not that hard to find. And the other one is called the ornamental skull, which they also drop. But now let's focus on these guys. Okay, you see how he moves his sword every once in a while. You have to swing in the opposite direction, which I am not doing too well. There we go. Another thing you can do is wait for them to strike. Hold on. Come on. Shield bash, and then he loses his footing. And down he goes. And boom goes the dynamite. Whew. Thanks for jumping in there to rescue me, bud. I didn't think I'd need to. I mean, you're a Goron. You're a powerhouse. Just who are those red pests? I did not expect to run into a pack of them in this peaceful forest. Same goes for you. This is the second time I've bumped into one of your kind today. I tell you, all sorts of weird things are going on lately. He ran into Zelda. We should probably ask him about that. You know, after he's done talking. I owe you big for taking care of those guys, so let me tell you something fascinating. Look, a bird statue. Covered in moss. Hey, bud. I'm Gorko, the Goron. I am researching ancient history of these woods here. According to the ancient texts, there is some kind of place up above called the Isle of the Goddess, far up in the sky. Apparently, these old statues serve as landmarks to those traveling up to the sky, or down from this isle of the Goddess place. If you find one, be sure to examine it. Keep tabs on the number of landmarks. They are rumored to be quite useful. Supposedly, this statue is special as it's said to have the ability to activate all the other statues. The whole thing sounds a little crazy, I know, but I, for one, believe it to be true. Otherwise, why would all these statues be here all over the place? For architectural reasons? They just liked the way they looked? It's a real head-scratcher, bud. Makes you want to know more, doesn't it? You know what? Since I already know what he's going to say, but I want to give you guys a history lesson. Ah, sounds like I have a fellow connoisseur of ancient cultures here. Alright, bud. You had better brace yourself, because I'm about to blow your mind. We're going to get our minds blown with the place we already lived at. Wow. So get this. People actually live on this sky island, and they get around by flying on the backs of huge birds that are way bigger than any birds down here. Up there, everyone reveres the goddess, and residents of all the islands in the sky live in a peaceful society, totally free of conflict or unhappiness. Already sounds like heaven. And it's right. Not only that, but from what I can tell, their civilization is way, way more advanced than ours down here. Well, I haven't seen much, but I actually think he's right on this point. For now. Well, I have, but you haven't, so I'm going to feign ignorance. But it does not even stop there, bud. The Isle of the Goddess has even more stuff to marvel at. The place was crafted by the goddess herself, so it figures that it's filled with wonders we do not have here. The buildings are all made of gold. An endless spring of mystical water feeds a river through the place. One sip of that stuff and you'll live forever. I'm sorry. It's just, he's so far off. I mean, we have water there, but it's regular water. And I'm like 100% certain that none of the buildings were made of gold. The trees are heavy with plump fruit that cures all disease. The fields are crowded with pumpkins that never rot. Magic wildflowers bloom everywhere. I can't debate this part of it, because, I mean, I saw some small trees. I'm sure that some of the trees have good fruit, but I don't think they cure all diseases. I see pumpkins, but I don't know if they ever rot, because I only see the healthy pumpkins. And we have a bunch of wildflowers, so why not? And the weather, oh, the weather, bud. Not too hot, not too cold. No chance of sweaty heat in this garden paradise. That is the Isle of the Goddess. Amazing, right? Wrong! It's beyond amazing! You want to hear more about it, don't you, bud? Sure. Good to hear, bud. I am completely obsessed with this place. I cannot get enough of it. I wish I had more to tell you now, but I'll need to research these statues to learn more. Next time I bump into you, I will give you the latest info. You know what? Let's help him by walking directly up to the statue. Da-na-na-na! Whoa! What in the world just happened? Did you use some kind of magic? The statue reacted the moment you got near, but how crazy is that? Very indeed, but not really, because we live in the Sky Island. But anyway, now, since we are on the surface, we have a new option available to us. To the sky! We can go to the sky from here, but that would kind of be pointless, because we don't really have anything much to do right now in the sky, so I'm just going to cancel. And, actually, you know what? I think we'll end this video here. So, in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we are going to further search the Faron Woods.